Hello, everyone. Welcome into another episode of Big Ambitions. There was an update, a pretty big one too. I got into Big Ambitions, and they're like, "Hey, you want to upgrade all your saves to the latest version?" Apparently they revamped the factories, uh, and a few other things here. I didn't really go through all the notes here, but we're gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up. I mean, not necessarily look it up. We're gonna go in there and see what's different, you know. So they revamped the factories, which is what we're working on. So we'll see what happens. We might have to spend some time just kind of redoing things. I know. In the, so last week we worked on the coffee. We might have to reorganize everything, basically. What it comes down to is that everything might be have to be redone. Uh, I'm loving it. Well, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna check it out and see what's going on here. I have not gone into the save. All I did was update the saves with a new update. That is it. Nothing else has been done. So I'm a little nervous here. I'm just like I don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, we are in here. Uh, you can see my mouse. Yay. All right, let's see here. All right, we're going in. You know what? You know what I didn't do? I didn't check. Let's put that 6. Let's make sure that we are on the highest settings. Now that we actually have a computer that works. That's awesome and amazing. You know, why not use the best settings? All right, we're in the best settings, which look surprisingly well. Like I haven't played this game ever in the highest settings, so this is like new to me completely. Everything looks so smooth, crazy, you know? All right, let's get in here. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a little bit of a lag there. Oh no. Oh no. We have to go to all the factories again. This is what did they do? What did they do? Oh my goodness, this is they revamped everything. They revamped everything. So, oh my goodness. We the geniuses that made Big Ambitions have decided to screw with us today. Wait, they wait, what? What? No, so this all got moved, so we're gonna have to redo everything. Oh my goodness. They revamped everything. I mean, suppose that's good. Bottling machine. All right. Industrial blending machine. So they changed that up, by the way. So it used to be a big circular thing. Oh my goodness. This is going to be an interesting video. Fairly long one, too. You gotta be kidding me. Why would you do this to us? Oh, man. What is okay? Blending machine. So pretty much everything got. Wow. I mean, I think that the bottling machine's relatively the same. I mean, it looks smoother, I would say. Yeah, I feel like it's a sleeker design, a better design. Wow, this needs to be changed. Okay, food assembly machine, bottled goods workstation. Wait, what? What is this? Wait, good food assembly machine. So we got the industrial blending machine. That, then the didn't that go? Hang on, we gotta look at this recipe again. We gotta basically redo everything. So, um, this is gonna be a lot. It, there, there might be big gaps in this video. Okay. Oh, so they tell you max production rate is 250 an hour. So they actually give you information here. Bottled goods workstation. Coffee recipe required station. Okay. Bottled goods, bottled machine, cup of coffee, bottled goods workstation, bottling machine. Wait. So bottling machine. But doesn't that go? I'm wondering if this is telling us what this needs. And so they purposely left it like this so that we would know, like, hey, this is how you do it now. Because let's see, required production machines, bottling machine, and industrial blending machine. Then they combine into that. There's, I don't know how I feel about this. Food. Oh, it's not a choice. So they definitely changed some things here. All right. Again, I haven't seen this at all. I have no idea what I'm looking at. So I'm assuming they left this as an example of what to do, and then we go from there. Industrial blending machine, bottling machine. So these provide the products that this need to, to do its thing. Cup of coffee, water, and ground coffee beans. What does that provide? What does this provide? And where are the inputs? Oh, oh, why? I mean, do interior design to move stuff? Oh, we can. Oh, it's basically they made it so that if you used a moving service, they just kind of. Oh, did they fix the light situation here? They may have. Okay. We're gonna, I guess, put this here. All right. We're gonna, uh, yeah, it feels like we use a moving service here. All right. Um, I'm gonna cut to, you know what? No, I think this time we're gonna keep it. So this seems like how it's supposed to be done. So we gotta get water in here. Oh, interesting. So, all right, we gotta get water in there, which is probably gonna go right there. It's very interesting. You know, that is okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut this out of the video. I want to actually try and organize this a little bit better. I think it'll be helpful if people see like, okay, how do you do this? Because I mean, one, if they're showing it like how it's supposed to be done right here, thank you for one. That's very helpful, and I'm glad you did that. It saved me hours of trying to figure out, you know, what do I do here? What's going on? And so much appreciated to the uh, game devs right there. That is an entirely yeah. That is a factory revamp for sure. They completely changed how things are done. Now, what time? Oh, you can see in the upper left. Okay. All right. Yeah. A lot of changes. Um, let's see. What time is it? Oh, we're probably not going to be able to. All right. Factory supply. I want to see what they have available here because they changed things now. Hydroponic planter. I don't. Fire extinguisher. That's the thing that we need now. It looks like there's less things to get now. So there's less. Now we need to understand where. Hang on. Let's get into this view. All right, so this is industrial area. I know they've changed how things are done in industrial area a little here. Got a couple of vehicles right here. Wait, can we see our vehicles? No way. That's pretty darn cool. I like that. Wow, the resolution. Okay. All right. I'm liking this. All right. Did they add something? Like, there's no conveyor belts. Where is that? Okay. Cup of coffee. Where's are there like no more conveyor belts or something? There's no conveyor belts. Yeah, it looks like they got rid of conveyor belts. I think it builds it for you, maybe? First off, I want to see you. It seems like oh, it's a pizza joint. Okay. I didn't know that was a okay. What are you? Oh, alright. Anyways. Oh, A1. Okay. I'm not seeing too much different here. Oh, why, hello there. Sexiness. Uh, okay. Who are you? Okay. Um, so there's no conveyor belts anymore. There's a lot of parking right there. Check rivals out here. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here. Uh, Jessica Johnson. Why? Huh. Ingrid defeated. You skyrocketed. Th- This, oh, they gave him a lot more. So now he's above Hangua, Guanggo. Well, something like that. Okay. There's a lot that we need to do. All right. Okay. We were actually getting ready to start this factory too. So that's a disappointment right there. Okay. So, where do we want? Uh, where do we want? Be our gathering area. I'm gonna leave a card there. So this is our receiving area, but there's no outputs anymore. So what do we do? Food assembly. Oh, we can grab everything together. Uh, okay. I don't know what to do with this information here. Not clear on what to do here. What is this? Security tool, queue. Oh, product selector, floor tool. Oh, all right. Um, so basically they may have kind of screwed us over here. Hang on. Apply changes. Um, oh boy. I don't know what to do anymore. What is this? What is going on? Oh, I don't know what to do. Produce up to? No employees signed. Oh, ingredients. I mean, I feel like they have made things better. It's just it's not clear what to do. Like we gotta get in here and oh, we need to get we need to figure things out basically. There's so much going on here that I don't know what to do. We got one food assembly machine. Okay. So is that our output? Yeah. Oh, I think it is. Because we only had one output here. And so they need oh, they switch it up so I have to run. I have to hit the thing to run. So this is an output. This is our output right here. So right now, this food machine needs to be attached. Okay, how do we attach it? You all right, click to manage. But how do you uh okay, if I want to change this up, how do I get the conveyor belts attached to this? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so that attaches directly to that, but how do I get other things attached to this? It doesn't make any sense. This is ridiculously stupid. Like, how do I attach this stuff? Can you give me any information whatsoever? Food assembly machine. Uh, factory machines, ingredients. How is there a tutorial or something like that that I can figure out? There's a cinema now, which, all right, whatever, dude. Doesn't help us right now. But is there a tutorial on how to do a factory now? Because you need one. You don't know. I don't know what to do. I can't. So we have to do it in a certain way. This is so stupid. We might end the series right here because we can't. Well, I'll put the pallet shells. We can't do anything. On top of that, where's the water? Is that gonna come in here? What's going on? I don't know. We can't. How do you? How do you do anything here? Uh, package tool. This is beyond stupid. So we have to do this from now on. Can this be any more stupid? Hang on, I want to see if we can add. Let's play around a little here, I guess. I mean, can we do anything with this? No? Yeah. Uh, there's nothing worth doing here. I don't. Um, yeah. We don't have a choice but to end the series because it's unplayable. I think it's unplayable. There's no tutorial, so we don't know how to do anything, and we have to do an output for every two things. That's a lot more employees. One, the whole factory thing didn't need an overhaul. It didn't need to be revamped. It was fine. Consumer goods assembly machine, laser cutting kiln. No, this is stupid. I'm not gonna do this anymore. All right, so until they explain literally anything, I'm gonna, I guess, go back and look at the notes. But there's just nothing more we can do. Like, you can't. That's not playable. That's not a playable game anymore. Like, factory thing, it doesn't make sense at all. Hang on, I'm pulling up the uh okay. I'm trying to look at this update real quick. This has got to be the single stupidest update ever. They revamped the factories. No, you didn't. You're like, oh, we took all the feedback to heart. Like, well, you just made the stupidest thing ever. We can't play the factories. It doesn't make sense. Oh, wow. I get it now. I'm looking at their notes for the factories. They literally expect us to hire the all these employees. They actually expect us to do a one single output for every machine out there. There has to be an output for every machine. You can't, there's no conveyor belts, period, basically. No, that's stupid. We want the belts. You just need to have bridges. I mean, don't get me wrong, the UI for the factories and the menu is great. It's clean. It's nice. But the factories themselves are complete trash. I mean, they've added some really nice stuff, but they took what they added and they just completely trashed it with the way the factories are designed now. So what I just showed you, um, was it. That's it. That's the factories now. That is literally all the factories. There's no like everything to one single output anymore. It's everything has to have its own output now. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can continue the series because that literally just destroyed our entire series now. It's not worth doing anymore. Hang on. This is it. This is literally it. Um, this is literally it. We have to have an output for every single thing. We can't just have things go to a single output. I'm sorry, but this right here has destroyed our series. Like, I don't. How can we continue this series? I don't get it. We have to hire so many more employees now. The factories are practically pointless now. Like, what's the point of doing this now? It's like it's not cost effective. I mean, this UI right here, very good idea. I like it. Truck delivery stuff, fan freaking tastic. I love it. You know, employees wages, negotiations. I guess better negotiations. Product import new items like popcorn, cotton candy, party beer, raw good imports. The raw, yeah. I guess we can go look at that part. I don't know. The whole factory changes. It's just, is it even worth doing? Like, I don't feel comfortable playing anymore. Like, I wanted to continue the series. Like, I was all in. But if they're doing this kind of trash, then it's like, I don't think we can continue. It's like, they just ruined all the fun that we could have had with the factories. All that fun is gone. The conveyor belts was part of the fun of the factories. Everything else was good, except for that one thing. Unfortunately, it's such a huge design flaw, in my opinion, that it just ruins everything. Like, come on. It was a completely unnecessary update or like change. They didn't need to revamp it in that way. So we now have to hire an employee, an extra employee for everything. And it's like, I mean, they've added so that the skills of the employee affect the output. Um, hang on. I'm thinking we we're gonna try and see what happens. Um, this this honestly may have ended our series right here. Like, what the fuck? This went from awesome and fun to meh. All right, I'm gonna bring the game back up. We're gonna try. Man, we're gonna try playing this. I just don't know. You know, I kind of regret doing that update now. I didn't think that. I thought that was just like one of those images when I originally read this. You know, because they give you the information on the update. When I originally read it, I thought that was like maybe just a stock photo or something like that. You know, some kind of photo that someone did. I didn't think it was going to be what it actually looks like now. All right, we're gonna try, but we honestly might end the series here. I'm going to assign people to this, and we'll go from there, I guess. This is so stupid. Um, oh my goodness. Wait, let's go check the other factories. This revamp was the worst decision they have ever made. I wanted conveyor belt bridges, and they just took out the conveyor belts. Period. Like, can you be? This is a poor decision. Hang on, I just realized something. Hang on, I gotta change audio. Oh my goodness. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but they need to get fired. Ah, crap. What do we even do here, you know? Alright. Let's go check the other factories. I don't know how bad the damage is gonna be, but oh man, I am not very hopeful. That's because we only had one output. It literally took all the fun of the factories and ripped it out of the game. That was literally the only thing that was fun in the fact with the factories. Like, oh goodness gracious. Is there someone stuck here? They look like a zombie. So not everybody's assigned anymore. There's nothing going on here because they can't produce anything. All this extra stuff now. Yeah, that's going there. That's going there. Uh, I'm done. We're not doing factories anymore. It's not worth doing anymore. No, this is. Oh my god. They literally took anything fun that was left in this game, just ripped it out. It literally makes all this pointless. Alright. Well, everyone, that that really frustrates me. This was such a good series. Everything was going well. I want to see the feedback that brought him to the decision to remove all the belts, all the factory belts, conveyor belts. Sorry, that's what we're looking for. I want to see that feedback because I have serious doubt that that was real feedback. It's like I think people are complaining like, oh, it's difficult to get around the factory, or you know, it's difficult for the pathing or whatever. And then they decided to just overcompensate with just, oh, let's just remove all the conveyor belts. It's like, no, that's not what we wanted. How about you create like maybe an area that allows to go above the factories, or like a second tier walkway or something like that. That we can't place anything now, but we just kind of go to one end of the factory or something like that. The conveyor belts was the whole fun. So if they bring that back, we will continue the series. But I don't see us. We're not. I mean, until they bring the conveyor belts back, all the fun in this game is gone now. So it's like I'm not going to continue playing the series. I'm sorry, but the series is pretty much going to end right now because they took the only thing that kept interest in this game out of this game. It's like, yeah, we can start all these factories become independent importers, but now we got to hire all these new employees, redo all our factories now, by the way, which, yeah, I mean, it's not that bad, but what's the point? You know, like we got to hire a whole bunch of more employees, which was already taxing us. We were struggling with, you know, having to pay all these employees. I mean, all of our money was going to paychecks, and so these factories are already costing us an arm and a leg, and they're not selling, they're not generating money. Which is fine for factories not to generate money, because they're providing the products our restaurants and our businesses need. But the cost effect is not there anymore. It's not cost effective. I don't know. I mean, maybe like they're generating enough inventory now to make it worth having them, but I mean, designing the factory was half the fun, and it's gone. It's like I don't. You just took all my fun, dude. Like, that is such a massive hit. Um, I'm not gonna continue the series. I'm sorry, but there's nothing more to do. Set up these factories to make the stuff. It's like designing these factories, doing our own way of trying to optimize things. They basically took all the work out of setting up these factories. You might as well hire, because there was an interior designer that you could hire to make the factories. But half the time, the interior designers would do it wrong. And so it's like, all right, I'll just set up myself. It was fun, designing things, setting things up, trying to make it as efficient as possible, figuring the math out. I mean, yeah, they added some more details. Don't get me wrong. The update added a lot of good stuff. That I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, that's awesome. But unfortunately, they made one fatal flaw that destroyed this entire game for us. And I'm sorry, but we're not gonna continue the series. That's a game ending update right there. Like they took the fun out of this. It's like, come on. I mean, they did a lot of good stuff. They did a lot of things right, and I'm giving them credit for that. But the factories are just not worth doing anymore. They're not fun. This game's not fun anymore. So we're gonna end the series. Thank y'all so much for following. If they change things, do another update, maybe we'll come back. But from this point forward, we're just the series is done and over. So yeah, sorry, but that's such a game-ending update. Nothing I can do about it. It's just not worth continuing, you know, this game, this series anymore. They just, they, yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. I know this was a super, super short video. Um, I don't know if you leave comments if you want me to continue the series regardless. If I get enough people commenting that they want me to continue the series, I will. But you know, until then, I just for it just sucked all the fun from me. Like I'm doing the series, I'm playing this game because I actually genuinely enjoyed it, and then now it's just gone. Yeah. So, um, leave comments if you really want me to finish this. I will absolutely do that. But until then, yeah, this is the last video. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Post production Chrono Hearth here. Turns out, after reviewing and editing the video, that I may have not been clear on the plan here. So I am gonna do one more video. The series is more or less done, but I'm gonna do one more series. But because of the update, it's gonna take a very long time for me to get that next video done. Like the series is over, but I want to get one more video of me doing all the factories, uh, doing factories of each item that we can make, and then defeating all of the rivals. So that is the plan, but it's gonna take me like several months of playing this game to get that done and recorded and edited. So there won't be for a long time any more videos on Big Ambition, but there is still one more video coming. It's gonna be like kind of the end all uh you know, episode. It'll be the ending episode, the movie episode, so to speak, where we just finished the game. Uh, and then, obviously I'll do update videos on the game if they do a major update.